and then we climbed up this final climb in the dark, and we were 2 days ahead of the tour, and all the camper vans were already lined up to await the professionals, and they were all coming out cheering us on. And it was pitch black. It was getting up to about 10 o'clock at night. We'd set off about, I would imagine, about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it was about going past 10, and we were climbing this last climb up to this ridiculous point on this mountain. But we did it. We managed to get there. So it's it's one of them days.
Giving context, like how long are those climbs?
Well, I'll just give you. We did a climb that was 60 kilometers long.
Wow, 60 kilometers of just going uphill.
Just going uphill. It's a road that goes into Andorra, and that's extreme. I mean, it's a climb that's probably about 3, 4, 5, 6% it goes up to, but it's steady. You don't get any respite all that way. It's just a grind. But in 2005, my first one, the big day for me was at Galibier. There was the Madeleine first, and then the Telegraph, and then the Galibier, all big climbs. And the Galibier is seen as one of the it's one of the highest points in the Alps, tarmac road. And that's the day I'll never forget, because it was a day that I think really was a life-changing day. I was with the guys at the bottom. It was 28 degrees, red hot. We was just in our Lycra t-shirts and everything, Lycra short sleeve, and I was going up, and one by one the guys were leaving me because I was going that slow. It's painful for them to go that slow. So for them to survive the climb, they had to go at their own pace. So I ended up having just Neil Ashton was with me with about this I think is about a 18-mile climb, and it gets steeper as you get to the top. And I in the end I said to Neil, just go. And as he went, the clouds started to descend on the top of the mountain, and the temperature started to drop. It started to rain. I had the support car right behind me. I could hear the engine going that slow, trying to crawl up. And I was doing everything to just keep the bike going forward, just standing on the pedals, just crawling up. And then about 3 bends before the top, it started to snow. It went down to 3 degrees. It was like, for me, it was like the mountain saying, "No, you're not ready for this yet." And eventually got to the top, and I can say I'm not spiritual in any way, but I started to really burst out crying, and because I just started to remember people like Claire and Chris and Steve and all these young people that I've met that didn't make it, and they came to the fore in my mind, and then they just sort of give me a lift. And the last couple of bends, I just sort of flew up, got to the top. The support cars, the guys got out of the car, pulled everything off that he had, and the jackets, even the socks. I put socks. I didn't have any gloves. I put their socks on my hands. Went over the top, and there was Neil Ashton was hiding behind a rock, cowering from the wind and the snow and the hail. And we just went down this descent. Forget the town we're going into, but as we got halfway down, we broke from the clouds. The sun came out. I started peeling off these clothes, the socks off my hands, giving them the support car. And as we reached the bottom, it was 28 degrees again. And I just looked at that as a moment as, right, everything that's gone in the past is the past. Now I've got the future ahead of me. It's up to me now how I'm going to live my life. And it definitely changed me in many different ways.